Hello students, this is module 5 maintenance of digital switching system. In the last video we covered up to system outage. In this video we'll try to cover the software patches and also only few topics of methodology for proper maintenance. It is a bigger topic which will cover many topics in the textbook. Let us go through this. Impact of software patches. First thing is you need to know what is the meaning of software patches. Patches are nothing but a software quick fix programs where you are going to add it to your switching system just to do the modification or some upgradation. That means entire upgradation depend only on adding the software patches. Whenever you want to upgrade a switching system, you need to add this. Whenever you are adding it, you need to check the compatibility also, because your telephone switching system is a real-time operating system. You need to add patches without breaking the switching system. So that is what the effort says. So the same point applied without bringing the system down. So whenever you are adding it and whenever you are doing certain thing to the switching system, the switching system should not be disconnected. You'll get one simple question on embedded patcher concept. Before going through embedded patcher concept, so they'll be explaining first generation digital switches. How to add patches using first generation digital switches means there will be a hardware encoded code which will be added with certain software maintenance, and it has certain memory also which is needed in a switching system. But the problem is the first generation patches were viable, but they have created many problems. What may be the problem means whenever you are adding patches there may be mistakes, right? Whenever there is an upgradation process, so you may come across certain mistake. What may be the mistake means wrong data to wrong address. That means you may apply wrong data to wrong address. It becomes incompatible for the generic program. In a generic program, there will be list of continuous softwares, maintenance softwares, database softwares, translation softwares also. For that purpose, incompatibility exists in the first generation switch. For that purpose, we'll move on to embedded patcher concept. This embedded patcher concept will be reside in the digital switch itself. So it will overcome the previous first generation problem of the digital switching system, and it will operate as a software maintenance program also. So that means in cooperation with the software maintenance program and along with the embedded patcher concept, so you can add the patches to the switching system. Whenever you are adding it, the testing is important. It is nothing but the exhaustive regression testing. What is exhaustive regression testing means continuously you need to scan the line, you need to check the line before adding the patches. And whenever you go on adding large number of the patches, it needs excessive maintenance. Why you need to add more number of the patches means, so whenever the number of subscribers go on adding to the digital switching system, it needs maintainability, it needs even the effort of the owner also. That means patching concept truly depend only on the owner's effort. So there is a small topic called growth of DSS central office. So to the central office all different types of the softwares are connected. For that purpose the growth of the software is important, that is CO software. And afterwards, what is the meaning of growth means? It is upgradation of the system software and hardware also. It may be upgradation of the software or it may be hardware also. Whenever you are upgrading it, it needs assistance from SCC and ESAC. I hope in the previous video we have 8 interfaces which are connected to CO. One among them is SCC, that is switching control center. It will be assisting 8 interfaces also, and ESAC, electronic switching assistance center. So it will be in combination with this helping in the growth of the DSS central office. The growth is very complicated. Why means because without bringing your system down, you need to go on adding and upgrading the facilities to the digital switching system. For that purpose, there will be complexity in the software and also hardware also, and there should be synchronism with hardware and software also whenever you need to document and whenever you need to upgrade it. After exact upgradation process, you need to document it. For example, whenever you are upgrading your mobile, so you'll be having lower version, so let us assume that it is 4.0, and after upgrading you may be knowing the newer version, it may be 4.1, 4.2 also. That means that shows that the exact upgradation process was documented, and this documentation should be done by the supplier. The supplier has to concentrate on this. Adding patches has to be concentrated on owner, but DSS growth of the COS concentrated only on the supplier. To remember the generic upgradation during the growth process, it is very important. You'll be having 7 following steps. So we'll call this as method of procedure. That means what is the method they need to follow for the growth of the switching system. It is completely theoretical without any diagram. For that purpose, try to remember the point. First one is the time required for entire upgradation process. That means how much time it will require. So whether it needs maximum time, minimum time, that has to be listed out. Then during that time the switch has to be available. That means so availability of the switch. Then whenever you need to add certain thing to any switching system, you need to concentrate on existing thing also. That means how to dump the existing data tables, those need repackage. That means so whenever you are upgrading it, you need to concentrate on new release of the data also. Then after upgradation, you need to verify old tables, whether old subscriber details are there along with the new releases, so you need to take care of that also. And afterwards, whenever you are adding, there should be synchronization between hardware and also software, because whenever you are adding software, so let us assume that you are downloading any software, so it will ask whether you are uploading or downloading for Windows 7, 10, like that. You need to concentrate on synchronization of hardware and also software. Then afterwards, so there should be a patches, right? So that means quick fix programs which are needed for it. And the last one is important, that is supplier support. So how we support before upgradation, during the upgradation, and also after the upgradation process also. Most expected question in this chapter is this: a methodology for problem reporting and correction of the field problems. When you have a diagram, it is very easy to explain. So simplified problem reporting system. As the name itself says, first you need to report the system and afterwards you need to correct the problem also. Let us try to understand the blocks in the diagram. You have test failures and FOA, first office application failures. So it is CO failure, that means central office failure, upgradation failure. Test failure means you'll be having continuous line testing, that failure has to be listed to the problem reporting system. And FOA failure, CO and upgradation failures, everything has to be listed in the problem reporting system. It is a database which will list the problem. That means reporting is over. Now you need to get correction. Before getting correction, so you should formalize it, right? Because you'll be having critical errors, you'll be having major and minor errors. That has to be done by the formal problem reporting system. It will formalize it before sending it to the module owner. What is the function of the module owner means, depending on the preference, so he'll fix the error. Let us assume that it is a major fault means, so it will be given for this generic, that means it will be corrected. Again the report will be given for the fault reporting matrix. There are 4 arrow marks which are given for the fault reporting matrix. So it is a database of the fault, and formal report and also corrected report also. For example, you can't resolve the problem at this stage means it will be postponed, so it is connected to the next generate. So these are corrected by using patch codes and these are corrected by the compile code. So easily you need to remember the diagram, and in the explanation you need to concentrate on which is reporting of the error and which is correcting of the error. Very easier question to answer. The next topic will be covered in the next video. Thank you.